Hey there, Well Watchers. My name is Wifey Well, and today we're back playing some more Fallout New Vegas. We have been bounty hunting, and we're currently searching for Mr. Cook. And very quickly, I do want to say that I believe my computer updated last night, Windows 10, and it messed with a lot of my sound settings. I did do a sound test before I started recording this video, and everything seemed to be okay. But, oh geez. Hopefully everything will work out. There won't be any issues with this recording. So, with Mr. Cook, just gonna look at my Pip-Boy during the fight. If we kill his ramen queenie, he's gonna go berserk, and I kind of want to see that. So I'm just worried though that he's already grumpy with us. I don't see him listed here. I'm worried about shooting Veronica. Alright, you guys. Who's that? Just another fiend. Where is this cow? But look at her map. Okay. Heading the right way. You guys are just gonna let that person shoot at you? Eddie, you need to shoot back. That works too. I don't know how we're gonna get Cook's head. Look at that truffle shuffle. I don't know how we're gonna get Cook's head intact. The other two heads, the guy was like, oh, I can't really tell this is them. And it's like, I have the bloody mess perk. I don't think that that's gonna work out for us anyway. This is a cool little area with all the signs. I don't see anything on my map about like a tick mark saying there's someone there. How do I... That's gated off. Maybe there was a door and I didn't see it. Is this entrance? No. Oh. Hello? Oh. There's nothing here anyway. I thought it looked like this was here. Some wasting my time. Okay. Got it. We were supposed to be doing Veronica's companion quest, and as usual, I got a little distracted. So now we're bounty hunters. Oh, I meant to crouch before I... Oh, it's alright. Oh, it's not alright. Is that the cow? Oh. Cook becomes frenzied at the death of his favorite Brahmin. Oh boy. Is that him? Oh, he definitely cooks people. But he's not attacking his friends because he's too busy attacking my... Well, that was... Hey, his head looks intact. Hey, good job, guys. See, this is why I wasn't shooting him. Cook's head. A second incinerator? Or... Oh! Oh boy. Or maybe this guy had a flamethrower too. Feel slightly bad about killing the Brahmin. Cook's fiend stew? Ew, wait. This recipe allows you to make Cook's fiend stew. Huh. Guessing we need this. And where can I cook at? I want to see this. We haven't made anything like the entire time that we've played. Cook, so 2. Beer, Brahmin meat, survival 15 out of... Aww. Damn. Well, we cleared out most of the fiends. I want to go look at Queenie. Poor Queenie. Minding her business. Alright, well, I guess we could just fast travel back, right? Wait, it still showed... Hold on. Return... Okay. Camp McCarran. I really hope this head is intact. Especially because this is the person that hurt Betsy. So, no one cares that he's dead? I guess since Eddie did it, and I must have skedaddled on out of there quick enough. I mean, I didn't kill him.
Still working on that last bounty? If that's true, that'd be the last of them. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. You bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
I totally didn't kill one of your grunts either a minute ago. Think. actually. I want to do this. Now we get a perk this time, and I believe I wanted to put a point into strength. But let's see. Ah, here we go. This, I wonder if this would be better. Should we get weapon handling or put a point into strength? That's interesting. I'm trying to read these as quick as I can. That one's interesting. This is a new one too. Okay, this or the weapon strength thing. I think if we do strength, affects how much we can carry. We'll just do that, I guess. Okay. Well, that's done. And let's get some of these going. Where's the incinerator? Oh, it did only give me one. What a ripoff. My weight is 217. I guess here soon we're gonna have to go back to Vegas. Alright, back to Veronica's quest. Oh yeah, we gotta do that too. We could do that really quick. And we should talk to Betsy. Let her know that Cook is dead. There's something red and it was very far in the distance and now it's getting closer. Oh, Jesus. Killed a bunch of friendly, quote-unquote, mole rats, I think? It's in red. Okay. We've been in here before.
Morning.
Good morning.
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
No, but someone else does.
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
All right.
Take care.
So will Betsy be here, or... That's the big question now. I want to tell her Cook is dead, but... Maybe I should have went and found her first, then came here. Probably. Right, Veronica, let's see if we can find Betsy, and then we will do your quest. They were in the big tent. This is not the tent. Actually, I don't even think we saw this tent last time.
Hello?
Hi, where is my amigos? This tent? Ah, this tent. Nobody's here today. Great. Okay, well, we'll check again at nighttime when they're all sleeping, I guess. There's little Buster, even he's taking a nap. I could make you care. Alright, Veronica, you ready to do your quest?
Morning.
Good morning.
You're new. I'm Angela Williams. Were you just looking around, or... This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time. I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway. Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible. You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Oops.
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you. Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
I like how... I hate it when people mention things and then they don't elaborate. She was like talking about you.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22? No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin? Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible? A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you. Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated. Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you? I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course. Oh? What might those be? The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office. Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads. Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so. Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course. We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure. Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like exceptional or marvelous or...
Should we be honest?
I see. Of course you did.
Then can we...
Yes, that was it. Exactly. To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. The more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have. Yes, goodbye.
Well, we picked up another quest.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job? I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs? But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead. I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it. Of course. Anything. Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them? I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So, I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more. Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keeley hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keeley because... well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually. Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
No, didn't you already say that?
The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable. He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does. He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keeley, he crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab. Right. Stay safe.
Yes? Something else you needed? I never said you were. You've been speaking to Williams, haven't you? Not at all. Informed speculation on my part. Williams is very good at her job, so it remains secure, despite her best efforts. No, you aren't the first person I've sent to the vault. I'm sorry that I neglected to tell you, but I don't see how it makes any difference. I'd have to consult my records. 8, 10, your
Well,
point
then
is
what the heck is happening to them?
I have no evidence that they're dead. 1,000 things could have happened between here and the vault. They could have changed their minds and walked away. I wouldn't be much of a scientist if I leapt to conclusions without proof. All right. I'll admit that it's been difficult to find anyone willing to enter the vault. And I'd rather get the data sooner than later. You have a deal. I'll double your reward if you bring me the data. But this is as high as my budget will allow. Now, I know your time is valuable, so I won't waste any more of it. Feel free to show yourself out.
I'll show myself out.
Yes? Something else you needed?
Goodness. Okay, well that's actually all really intriguing. Let's try and get Veronica's thing in here done so that we can kind of go do that, because I'm very curious now.
I'm glad we could finally meet. My sources tell me you've done some good work for us. What brings you to Camp McCarran? You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word. As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them, and they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen. That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Alright, got it.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building. Yeah, on top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out. Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands. Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Oh my gosh, there is so much.
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan. Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning. It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here. Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. It sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there. Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers, but our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw. Bye.
Veronica, where is this person that you need to speak with or whatever? Because Everybody here needs help.
Something I can do for you?
Oh boy. I'm guessing they're upstairs somewhere. This whole place is just a big buffet of quests. Hi.
What? Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis. Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago. You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor. Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit. Well, I'll leave that to you. But I would recommend Lieutenant Boyd and Sergeant Contreras as two people who usually know what's going on around here. Later.
Later, skater.
What is it?
What's that? Sniper nest location. Why did I keep hitting escape?
What is it?
Gentlemen. No gentlemen in here. Ladies. Ooh. Ooh. Ladies, what happened in here? Goodness me. Okay, excuse me, Eddie. Inaccessible. Okay, let's go upstairs now. Thing good over here. It looks like just souvenirs. Okay. Several people in here. I guess I'll talk to you
Boyd's
first.
in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
You got something to say, or do you always look like that? You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place? Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be. Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently. Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him. Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Have you tried calling him hurtful names?
Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye. Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable. I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination. I think if you
like where
rough him
this
up
is
enough
going.
and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
I mean, okay.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
I better put my gun up.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Celus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
That's fine.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I think you're confused. I'm with the excrement right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson?
Dude, I killed
Whatever it was,
Caesar.
I was there to give the order. I can take anything you've got.
Oops, sorry guys. I totally just dropped something.
Had enough.
He's not hitting me back.
Come on.
I need to get Veronica in here. He'll just explode. Aw, I can't sit. I was gonna become the prisoner.
Had enough.
He's not even attacking me back. Now I feel kind of bad. Get over here.
Alright, you can stop for a sec. Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam. Nice job.
Get away from me.
I think my friend doesn't like you, Sealus. I don't know how much longer I can keep her under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Sealus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Sealus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Sealus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime?
My friend the
Sealus.
maniac.
Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For
What
your
is that?
safety as well as his.
What is that noise? The hell is that? I don't know. You?
You hit like a bedridden old woman. It'll take more than that to get me to talk, worm. Watch out!
Maybe we need to get him in the wiener. This'll make him talk. Can I vats him with my fists? Ugh. Ugh.
Had enough!
Like, he chases me like he's going to hit me. But then nothing. Critical strike. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. The cinematic beating.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks. Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders. complaining of headaches. He
But
looks different
he's
now than
dead.
he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him.
Like, none of this
There is
matters.
one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. Get away from me.
Where'd she go? That's suspicious. It's not her, is it?
First recon's at Camp
No, she
McCarran.
said she was a
Got
lieutenant.
a chance to hold it.
Right? Lieutenant Boyd? Well, where the hell did she go? It's like I got some info. Ooh, ice cold Nuka-Cola. So there is, for sure, a mole. What's that pink thing? A cherry bomb? Well, I guess so much for freaking finding your person you need to talk to, unless this is them.
Glad you're with us.
Nope. I want to find Boyd and let her know that he said something. Any of you, Boyd? No. This is so so horrible. Okay. Boyd, where are you? Where is your office? I need to speak with you, my dear.
Hold it. NCR only beyond this point. Keep your distance, or I will.
Oh, shit! I thought I could at least look what the door was. Oh no. Oh, whoopsie kadoopsie. I don't know where Boyd went. I'm not in trouble with the rest of the NCR though, right? Because I didn't actually attack anybody. They attacked me.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
Is your person in here, Veronica? No? Says. Okay, who the heck does it say? Oh. Oh. this whole time. She was the Oh. Okay, I feel dumb now. Well, what about... I don't know where Boyd is. But no one's attacking me, so...
Hey, did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind. I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain. Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too. Ma'am, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the Repcon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Alright. Jeez, we just got quest after quest after quest after quest after quest this episode. But unfortunately, that is all the time that we have. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you being a WoW watcher, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!